She's a killer queen, got bad agility, dynamite with a laser beam.
It is
Game time
with Colton and
William.
And we are here. It is episode number
4.
And if you were watching episode number 3,
You probably know what we're going to do today.
Why don't you tell them?
Some sleeping queens. Now, this sleeping queens, we don't have this. What we're going to show you is our sleeping queens. But there's another one with two new queens and one new king. So we don't have that. But before this video, we looked, and there is one. We just don't have it.
So it's like a addition, so you can have some extra cards there.
It's like same thing, same rules, just 3 new cards.
All right, very good. So this is a Gametime product. The company is called Gametime. And where can we buy this one? Amazon. Just like we can buy most everything, right?
Basically, you can buy bananas too.
Yeah. I looked at Walmart. It said it was on Walmart, but you would have to order it online to get it on Walmart. You cannot get it in stores. You probably will be able to find this at your local game shop or toy shop. How much does it cost on Amazon?
$9.99. But if you've seen our other games, they've been $20 or up. So this is, it says it's $9, but it's actually $10.
Practically $10. So, like you said, this is kind of a cheaper game than some of our other games. So, what do they suggest for age-wise with Sleeping Queens?
8 and up.
But you know our rule. If you can understand it, you can play it. Right?
Yeah, because I'm not 8.
Yeah. So we've been playing this one for a while. Now let's get into the purpose of this game and how you win. There are 2 ways you can win. You tell them one and I'll tell them the other. Sure, tell them both.
So the first one is if you have 5 queens.
5 queens.
And we'll tell you how you get the queens. And also, you can also get 50 points, which is also using the queens because all of the queens are worth different points. So that can be how you get the 50. That strategy can be useful. I usually just go for 5 queens. It's just easier.
Sure, but sometimes it might be quicker to go for 50 points. So
sometimes, and okay, I'll tell you what I was gonna say when we move on to talking about the cards.
All right,
it's actually important.
Okay, very good. Well, in the package you get a bunch of cards, and we're gonna go over these cards here in a second. And you get a bunch of queens. So to start and to set up the game, you deal you give how many cards to each person?
5 cards. Sometimes I have 6.
Not on purpose though. Okay? So each person gets 5 cards, and you start with the person to the left of the dealer, and you can do 2 moves to start it off. But before we get to those moves, let's go over these cards so they know what we're talking about. Okay?
Okay, I'm going to say something about the queens real quick.
Okay, so let me bust out the queens again.
You literally shuffled them in.
Okay, so there's a bunch of different queens. Why don't you talk about them, and I'll show them as you talk about them.
Okay, hold on up.
Yep.
So this, see how there's a 5 on that card, that's the points if you're going for 50. This can also count as one queen.
Not a high ranking point for this queen,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Let's go over some of the higher ones and some of the ones with special powers. Here's the Heart Queen.
This is the Heart Queen, one of the best queens, but there is a queen that is different from all of the other queens, but it's a low rating.
Yeah, so the Heart Queen has the most points, the 20 points. I think William is talking about this 5-pointer right here.
This is 5-pointer, but guess what? You get to pick another queen.
So some of the queens have special powers.
No, this is the only queen that has special powers, Colton.
Kind of. So if you pick this one, you get to draw another queen.
Yes, and it's actually harder to pick this one than the Heart Queen.
Kind of. Well, there's only one of each, so it's kind of the same. Now let's go over.
It's kind of just luck-based.
Yeah, let's go over
Hold on.
more thing. The Dog and the Cat Queen.
If you pick, wait, what? Why are you holding up this?
Oh, sorry. What are you going to talk about the Rainbow Queen for?
This Rainbow Queen is a queen we forgot. It's just another 5-pointer.
Yeah, okay. So there's one other thing we need to talk about with the queens. The cat and the dog queen.
As you can see, they're both 50 points. But if you have this queen already and you pick that queen, you can't have this queen.
And do cats and dogs get along?
I don't know.
They do not. So you can actually never, I'm going to scoot you in, you cannot have these queens. So if you have the dog queen and you pick the cat queen, you got to put the cat queen back. And vice versa. So
even if you have that queen and you pick the rose queen and you get that queen, still you can't have it.
Yeah, so the cat and the dog queen can never be together. So when you start the game, you put these all face down out on the playing field.
I'm the person that usually spreads them out. And if you saw our first video, I spread them out like golf.
Yeah. Let's talk about how you can collect queens.
What?
So there is one card that helps you collect queens. There's some other ways you can get queens. Scoot in, buddy. And William's going to go over this. This is called the King. Yes, so I will, why don't you talk about the Cookie King while I show you.
So this is the Cookie King, but this is not the only king. All of the kings do the same. That's not why we're not going to show you all of the kings like we did with the queens. And really, if you get these, you get to pick a queen. And Cole's working on setting them up. We're going to bend the camera down, if that makes any sense, to show you.
To show you how to set up. So that's how you want your queens, so no one can see them, right?
Let's say I have this in my hand, and I play it. I get to pick one of these queens. And I can't have the cat queen, but at least I have this dog queen. And that's just what it does.
Okay, so let me put this back here. Shout out to Brett for the new HD camera. Hopefully you guys are enjoying the new clearer picture. Okay, so we went over the kings. That's one of the cards that help you get queens. Another couple cards in the game. This is a good one. This one is called a knight. What can a knight do?
It can steal someone's queen. But if someone has this in their hand and they want to protect their queen, they can play that, and the knight can't steal it. So it's like dragons get knights and potions get wands.
Yeah, we'll show you those potion and wands, but if someone plays a knight and tries to steal a dragon, or tries to steal a queen, you can play...
How do you steal a dragon?
Let me finish. So if I play a knight and try and take William's queen, he can play a dragon to block me. Okay, so there's some two cool cards. Here's another kind of a wild card. What's the purpose of a joker?
It's called a jester.
Jester.
Anyways, so if you play a jester, there would be a pie.
I'll get it set up, buddy.
pile.
Here. You show them what you're talking about. So, here's our pile of cards, and here's our discard pile. He plays a jester. Then what do you do?
I played a jester. Play this. Oh, if you get something like this, that's not like a number card, you get to keep it, but no one knows. Okay, let's try again.
But if you pick a number card,
so I pick a 2. So we would go 1, 2, and I get a queen because I got landed on. And also, if you're playing with, this game is also 2 to 6 players. We forgot to say that.
We did.
So if you're playing with 6 players and you play with these, you would do counterclockwise, and whoever
the number lands on gets to pick a queen.
No, but you would do it in a certain way, however you want. Only the person that plays the jester doesn't get to go first. That's like the only rule about that.
The person to your left, counterclockwise, like you said.
Yeah.
So William plays a 2. We'd count to his left. 1, 2. Whoever that 2 is gets to pick a queen. We got 2 other cards to go through. Similar to the knight and the dragon.
It's just less helpful because really. So okay, hold on. Take this away. This is a potion. You get to put a queen to sleep.
A sleeping potion. So you
Yes.
can make another
But,
person put their queen back in the pile.
And you get to choose.
You can choose.
And also, we have this wand, so it can defend because once you cast a spell on a potion, doesn't
And
work.
then it blocks that sleeping potion. Okay, so it's how you counter those sleeping potions. Now, to play, you discard cards to play. So you can discard a king, you can discard a knight, you can discard these number cards, which are most of the cards.
At all times, though, you should have 5 cards. But only when you're discarding a card, you should have 4 for just a little bit.
And there's a couple things you can do with these. You can put down pairs, so I could put down the 2 7s and pick 2 new cards. Or
since you always have to have 5, you would pick 2 new cards if you play this pair. But also, if you see this
the
7.
10, the 7, and the 3.
Let me take that.
Sure.
So here, right here, as you can see, if you like to do math, this would make 10. So if I put it like
7 plus 3 is
10.
And then we could get rid of 3 cards instead of 2. So that might give you more cards from the deck. So you can use addition or subtraction with your cards.
But also, hold on, where did that 7 go? If you do this, you only can have 2 cards. You can't have 3 of these lines.
Yeah, you can only do pairs. You can't do 3 of each. So those are your choices, or you can just burn a card, which means you can get rid of a 7, or you can get rid of 1 card and pick a new card.
And what Cole was saying is, you can even play like one of these toys, and if no one has it, or you could just burn it, even though no one has it. But the best option would be to put someone's queen asleep.
Sure. And like we said, the object is the first player to get 5 queens or 50 points wins the game. And once a player does that, the game is over. So that's how you play Sleeping Queens.
And also, I really like the art. Where there can be ladybugs on here. They can be, I think, pancakes. There can be a lot of cool things. Now, like we always do, we're going to show you a sneak peek. But first, we're going to rate this game.
You want to rate first or me?
You.
I'll go 4 out of 5. It's a pretty fun game. It gets a little boring if you play too much, though.
I'll give it. 5 out of 5
Why?
because it's really fun.
Okay.
I'm gonna show you a sneak.
And of course, our sneak peek, you can just grab it.
No, I want to show you.
Okay, so we're grabbing the camera, and our sneak peek for next episode is called
Skull King. It's a very advanced game.
And who's it by?
Grandpa Back. We're moving back.
We are going back to a Grandpa Beck's game.
No
All
one can
right.
see me.
Well, that concludes our 4th episode. I hope you all enjoyed it and our new camera. Make sure you drop us a like.
Oh, and also, if you're watching this right when we're recording this, you won't see any of the cool things that we do because we're doing it after. Just wanted to point that out.
All right. See you all next time.
She's a killer queen.